So the next signature, the second signature, I tried to use a lot of things that were used at the party. For example, this was a banner. This banner had a picture of Edel either side of the banner, and then it had a big happy birthday on it, and I think there was 2 big bows in it, because I've used those as well. So I tried to use as much of those as I could. So I started off by putting some lace on it, and I sewed on some of the pink ruffle. And then here's another part of the banner, just says happy birthday on it, and you can see the ruffle here, and I have some pink lace on it as well. I thought it was quite nice. This then, because it's ABBA, I printed this off my own printer on an A4 sheet and just cut it out and stuck it in there. And then on this banner then I used glitter glue all around it, just to give it a little bit of sparkle. And then this little thing is a paper clip, and what I did was I just cut off, like for example this ribbon was used as part of for tying one of her presents that she got, so it was on one of her presents or her gifts. And this is the lace that's the same as this one here. And then I used some, you know, other bits and pieces like wool, some nice novelty wool, and some, look at this beautiful wool here, it's really nice novelty wool. So, and just put them all on, and that's used here. And basically that, I mean, it's for decoration, but it can also, if you want to, you can mark a particular page, you know, if you wanted to. This then, this small page here, this paper was actually wrapping paper, so this was used on a present as well. And I just love this wrapping paper. It's so vibrant, and oh, it's beautiful. So what I did was, I can't really show you the people, but what I did was, here's the photo coming down here. So I used the paper to come in and just, you know, kind of frame the photo, but also come in on top of the photo as well, just to give it something different. So that was that one. And the back of it then is a beautiful card from a friend of hers. And because it had the butterfly, what I did was, and this is cardstock, so what I did was I punched out some little butterflies. I mean, they're really tiny, and I just glued them all around, basically, just to give it a little bit of extra. Over here then is, you can see this paper, the homemade, or the fake homemade paper. I used some of that for this, and because it's such a beautiful, it's beautiful by itself, you know, as just as a page by itself. I didn't want to do too much to it, so basically all I did was I added some more tissue paper on top of it, just to kind of go around the photo that I have here, just to give it a little more dimension, or a little more decoration, kind of, it frames the photo. And in this one I use some really different teas in this as well, like herbal teas and stuff, so it's, you can actually smell it slightly. The next one, so this was an old book that I had, and I had cut out a lot of the pages because I wanted to make a secret book. So that's a book with a big hole in the middle of it, and it's, nobody realizes the hole is there, and it's used as a secret book. You can hide stuff in it. So these were all the pages that were cut out of the book, and so I tea stained them, and I glued them onto this onto the back of the previous page to make a background for this beautiful card. Then over here, this is actually herbal tea stained page, And again, Edel and myself used to drink some herbal teas when we worked together as well. So I just put that in there. And this is part of her banner. And this then was a present that she got for somebody, beautiful bouquet of flowers, the person that gave her the Baileys. And then these were just part of the night, her little desserts for the night. The next page then, again, I used the banner. So I cut out the lovely heart or lovely bows, and I backed them with some card just to give them a bit of sturdiness. And then this page is stenciled and watercolored, like the previous pages. And I have 2 of these. I have no idea what I did with the second one, but it's here somewhere. And I made 2 of these, and there's a photo on the back of it. It's card, and I have edged it with some distress ink, and just tucked it in here. The other one I have photo on each side, that's why I don't have it in here. And it's the people that gave her this card are all the photos on this, so I just took that card in there. And again, this is the center of the second signature, so I just glued on some little flowers here, just as a little decoration, and I hung them from the top this time. So this page then I have cut out, fussy cut all the flowers out and placed them around, and I will eventually get a picture of her friend that I will put in here, and I've left some of them unglued, and the photo will go in like this, and then I'll have these coming into the photo, which will be quite nice. So I have to get a photo of her for that. This page then is the other side of the book that I tea stained, and I also had a napkin that had all these cupcakes and cakes on it, so I just put those around. So that was that. The next page, this page again is the fake handmade paper, and I really love doing that. I think if people are interested, I will actually do a video on how to make that. So just put some comments below this video to let me know if you want me to make a video on that. So this was an old envelope that I had. It was a brown envelope, and I put some cardstock on it, and it just opens up like this. So this is just, again, it's card, and I used some tea stained vintage lace and a little butterfly here, and then this card opens up, and it's yeah, it's just storage for that card. Oops. And that goes in there. This then is, this page actually was paprika. I was trying to think what it was. Paprika. So what I did was I got some paprika, dried paprika, and I put it into hot water, and then I dipped my pages in it when the water was a bit cool, and then put it in the oven to dry. And it's absolutely beautiful, and again it has texture on it, so all the little bits of paprika stuck onto the page, or some of it, not all of it, some of it just went away in the oven, but it gives this beautiful texture in it. So I was really happy with that. And then you have photo in here, and I just put some scrapbook paper around it just to give it a bit of a frame. So this is the other side of this fabulous gift wrap, and again I did the same thing. You can see here, this comes into the photo, and I think it's just a beautiful wrapping paper. This is the other side of the banner. It's the last page of the second signature. It's a happy 40th birthday, and again I used glitter glue just to brighten up all the pink, and that was that. So the next part of why I have this covered is there's a big picture of Edel like here, so I didn't want to be showing that. So I have lace on it on here as well, and again you have the ruffle sewed on here. And then this is vintage lace that my mother gave me, and this is from the ribbon used to wrap one of the presents. And I just had this myself. It's a little badge, or yeah, it's a little badge of it. I have it just glued on there, and it's very kind of like 70s style, 80s style kind of. So I thought it was appropriate for the whole ABBA theme kind of thing. So the third signature, in this one, again I have another big card. So what I did here was I used some balloons. So she had some helium balloons, and when the helium went out of the balloon, I asked her to give me the balloon, and I just sewed it onto card. Now it's not hugely sturdy, so it needed more to just make it a little bit more sturdy. So what I did was I made a little tuck spot here, and this is some novelty wool, and just this part of a card that I had, and I made a little heart. And again what I did was I just put some distress ink on the outside of it, just to make it pop a little bit, and she can write something on that if she wants. And then that's some novelty wool there. And again, these were off cards, old birthday cards that I had. People give me loads of cards, birthday, Christmas and all that, used ones, recycling, because I'm a big fan of recycling stuff. So then this was part of the denim, and I sewed on some lace onto it, some yellow lace this time, and then sewed it onto the edge of the page. And then I also made a little frill out of the end of the denim there by just pulling some of the threads. You can see it along here. So the next page then is again the balloon, the happy birthday balloon. And again, this was an old card that I had. It was, I don't know, a kid's card or something, I'm not sure. And I sewed it on here, and then I made a little card, a journal card if she wants, from a photo, and stuck it onto the back. And she can either stick another photo on here or just do some journaling, maybe put some notes on it or whatever, and I took that in there. So then this is a fake envelope, and it's made out of that beautiful paper again, the fake paper, handmade paper. And I distressed the outside of it again, and just added a little heart and a flower, paper flower. This is felt I think. Oh no, it's card, and some novelty wools. And then I made a little again another card there's a photo on the back, and this is kind of corrugated card, and she can add a photo to that as well if she wants. And also I made a little journaling card. It's kind of a happy birthday journaling card. I really like this card, with just the pink on the back. And the background then is, again, it's stenciled, but this time I used some watercoloured paint straight from the tube. I didn't add any water to it, and used that as the stencil. And yeah, really like that background. And then this just some scrapbooking paper that I edged as well in this dressing. And it all just, you know, it's all layering, about layering and building it up. So there you go. That's that. Next page